if I saw another day, only to scream into the night. Nothing ever tries to change, even if I want to realize. 'Cause I've been sitting here, same old ways, thinking of without the same escape. Darling, when you go away, it won't be as simple for you.
Yo, guys, it's Old Man G here, back again with a sort of pre-match preview build-up. For those who know, I do these sometimes. If I don't have time to sort of do a preview the day before, I'll do like a pre-match preview, like an hour before the game, building up to it. In the future, let me get that. Let me go with that. In the future, though, I intend to try and do both. So try and do previews and also pre-match previews. Maybe not necessarily watch-alongs, but just something so that people can discuss the lineup, what they expect. We might do watch-alongs in the future, but obviously they take time. But I think for a lot of this, it'll be like the whole point of this is to preview the game sort of, but also to discuss the lineup, what we think, how we think that the game is going to basically go. That's kind of the point of it, really. So obviously, and shout out to those who are watching. Remember, guys, any chance to like, share, and subscribe to Red Devil Studio. Follow us on Twitter, X. Smash the notification button, very nice news. We are only 10 subscribers away from 3K subscribers, guys. Please, if you haven't already, or if you know mates, please hit that subscribe button. Let's get to 3K subscribers by the end of the year. I know it's a tall ask, but let's get to it. You know what I mean? Anything is possible, and we will be live in a post-match reaction after the game. So yeah, that's it. There's that as well. Shout out to those who are watching. Shout out obviously to Chainsaw, who's obviously our member. Members will always get a shout out on the stream. Chainsaw is currently a member, getting exclusive benefits. If you want to be a member, make sure that you click the membership link to get a hold of a lot of juicy membership stuff. So shout out to Lucas and EFAX. Shout out to you, bro. And now shout out to you, man. So, guys, the lineup is out. The lineup is out. And we'll just obviously go through it. Just quickly here. So De in goal makes sense. Eric Bailly is starting. Now, already I have hope. The fact that Bailly is starting means that I already have hope. And I don't know whether that's just because I think part of that will be because obviously Varane is just coming back from injury. I think he is going to go starting centre back. I'm hoping that it means that he's not injured because I don't see he is on the bench. So I think it is just rotation. I think this is good. And I think that against Burnley, you know, one of the things I love about Eric Bailly is that he is physical. He is very aggressive. And you might say that's reckless, but against a physical Burnley side, we need it. That's one of the reasons why I know a lot of people are going to say, why is Matic playing? But Matic has always played against Burnley because he is tall, because he's physical. You know, we are playing against a very, very physically dominant Burnley side. And so we need that in the midfield. So the fact you've got Bailly and Maguire's obviously still captain. You know, what can you do? I think Maguire personally, I think it should be Maguire, Varane and Bailly. But you know, we do need to rotate. So Bailly's there. We see Ronaldo, Greenwood, Cavani, Shaw, Sancho, Wan-Bissaka, Matic, and McTominay. So already looking at that, I'm thinking, okay, the back four obviously is going to be. Back five is De Gea, Bailly and Maguire, and then Luke Shaw, Wan-Bissaka. So they're four at the back. And then it'll be presumably Matic and McTominay. I don't understand does McTominay have nudes or something? Does McTominay have nudes on the United staff? Because I don't understand like what he And by the way, guys, if you want to get on the show, on the pre-match show, the StreamYard link is in the chat as well. So if you want to get on and give me your thoughts, then let me know. I'll actually tweet it out as well. But guys, I don't really understand what McTominay does. There must be something, because Ragnick is he must be doing something in training. He must, because I don't know what he's doing exactly. What is he doing that he deserves? Why is McTominay playing despite the fact that he is slower, despite the fact that he's in the same position over, say, Fred? Why does Fred need a rest when he's faster and fitter than McTominay? I don't understand that. I really don't. Matic and McTominay for physical presence, really. Fred, but he's just, maybe, I don't know. I don't know. I just still think it's bizarre. I would still put Fred and Tich there, but maybe I don't know. It's definitely a better midfield than having Fred and McTominay, I guess. But I've seen McTominay and Matic midfields, and they haven't been that great. They've been bypassed as well. Let me just have a look. So I'm just tweeting that out. So I see he's playing 4-2-2-2. So McTominay and Matic are going to be together. Then on front of those, you're going to have actually, what is he playing? Sancho, because Bruno's not there. I still don't understand how Van der Beek doesn't get into this team, because presumably he's gone, because Rashford's been. The positive is Rashford's been dropped. And that's good. How are we doing this then? Sancho, Greenwood, Ronaldo. So if we're playing 4-2, who's Decam? So we're playing what? Greenwood and Sancho. I see. 4-2-2. So we must be playing 4-2-2, but ahead, Greenwood and Sancho on the left and right. So Sancho on the right, presumably Greenwood on the left, and then Cavani and Ronaldo up front by themselves. That's the only way that I can work out this system. It must be, if it's going to be 4-2, because otherwise if it's 4-3-3, then presumably Greenwood would be the number 10. Is the only thing that I can think of, because you presumably either Cavani or Ronaldo be on the left, and then Sancho be on the right. But I assume it's Ragnick's 4-2-2, so it is going to be Greenwood and Sancho on the left and right respectively, and then in front of them Cavani and Ronaldo. Now, I do think Rashford should have been dropped. Rashford has been horrible. He's been garbage. Something that's good. I'm glad to see Bayer coming into the team. I do think this team looks a lot more interesting, dynamic. Hopefully, Shaw can come in and do a job and be defensively sound. Likewise with Wan-Bissaka, although I think we missed him, because I think Saint Maximin dominated Dalot from that point of view. We'll see what this team does, but I definitely think it's good to see Cavani from the start. Cavani from the start was a must. And him alongside Ronaldo, that's what we want to see. Him working, because Cavani will work in order to help Ronaldo do his thing. And obviously on the bench, we have Henderson, Alex Telles, Dalot, so the fullbacks obviously. Varane, obviously, as a centre-back in case from the injured. Fred is on the bench. Lingard's there. Rashford's on the bench. Elanga, obviously, and Van der Beek. I don't know what Van der Beek has to do to get into this team. I would have personally played Matic. And if Matic's going to play, why do you need McTominay to be there? Van der Beek's there. But the physicality of Burnley, it might just be that. It might just be Burnley are a physical side. We need a physical presence. That's fair. And to be fair to Burnley, as far as I'm aware, Burnley aren't prime Barcelona. They're very much long ball, Chris Wood, etc. So if we deal the long balls and keep a hold possession, we should be fine against this Burnley side. That's at least what I think anyway. The change were needed and made. Good luck with time, boys. Will be tuning in. Brexit Ball FC, always a fun watch. Well, I can hear that. I definitely can hear that. McTominay for physical presence. Yeah, we're doing that. Hello. Thank you, Devils man. Hope you're doing well, Chief. Hope you're doing well. And Maisie, and shout out to Maisie, who's now obviously part of the Red Devil studio team. We'll be doing a couple of, she'll be doing a few live shows by herself on this channel as we expand the Red Devil Studio team. So it's not just me and my ugly mug that you see, but it will be, it'll be Maisie and it'll be a few other people, coming in, getting involved and doing their thing. So yeah, stay tuned. 2020 is going to be a big year for Red Devil Studio. So yeah, stay tuned, guys. Big up everyone, live chat. Thank you now. Appreciate you, bro. I'm gonna get. I'd say Ronaldo hat trick is a score prediction. Luca, I see you in the chat. I'm gonna bring you in a second. Score prediction. My score prediction for this is I think United are going to win. With that lineup, we should win. Burnley are physical, but I think that Maguire is always a liability. But I'm confident that Bayer will be able to cover. Burnley are not prime Barcelona in terms of their thing. Matic and McTominay should be able to do it. They do have one guy, Maxwell, who's an issue, so he needs to be looked at. Definitely Maxwell. That the midfield is always a worry. But Matic should hopefully solidify that midfield, try and bring some stability there. And you're just relying on Greenwood and Sancho now to go on to do their thing. And hopefully in this system, in this 4-2-2 system, we should be able to get the points. We need to win this game at the end of the day. We need to shout out to those who are watching on Facebook. By the way, if you're watching on Facebook, shout out to you watching on Facebook for the game. This is a pre-match going into the game. I am not going to be streaming the game on the channel. Otherwise, my channel will go down. But if you want to get involved, please let me know. But yeah, we'll see what happens. And James says, I'm good. Hope Ronaldo does. I hope Ronaldo does something too, as well, man. Right. I'm just going to get Luca into the stream to hear what your thoughts are. Just give me 2 seconds. Hey, Luca, man.
What, man? How are you, man?
I'm good. Thank you for coming on, man.
No worries.
I know you're obviously an Arsenal fan, so you guys are doing your thing. And by the way, guys, for those who are watching, make sure that whether you're watching on Facebook or you're watching on Twitch or YouTube, please head over to Luca's channel, give him a like, and subscribe.
Yeah, go back. Yeah, man. Cheers, man.
What are your thoughts, bro? What are your thoughts?
I look at the team and I've just looked at it right now while you were live, and I think it's a good team. It's winnable, and you Man United supporters, you should win this game. It's Burnley, don't get me wrong. It's only bloody Burnley. So technically,
yeah.
The only thing I would say, I'd take Harry Maguire out and put Varane in there. So Varane, my boy, right? Varane should be going in there instead of Harry Maguire, because Harry Maguire's on terrible form. And for me, he had a poor game, and you lot had a poor game against Newcastle on Monday night. And for me, I think it's a good team. I just feel like maybe I would have made 2 changes. I would have put someone like Donny van Beek in there, because I thought it was a game. It's an opportunity to, don't get me wrong. I think Matic. Right. Like personally, I would not take Matic at Arsenal. No freaking way. No, maybe 5 years ago. But other than that, I know this is a game where Rangnick is going to make quite a few changes, because you've got a game this weekend, I believe. So on Monday night, isn't it, against Wolves? So
yes.
So I can understand you're playing 3 games in a week. And I know Ralph is going to make quite a few changes.
Yeah, rotation was needed. There's no doubt about that, yeah.
I just feel Matic into this game. I feel this is an opportunity. Give someone like a Donny van Beek against Burnley. It's at Old Trafford. Fans can go tonight. And I feel you've got to give someone like Donny van Beek an opportunity, because when Solskjaer was in charge, he never played Donny van Beek. And I remember that Atalanta game. When Manchester United drew 2-2 against Atalanta, I remember Matic and Donny van Beek were playing together, and them two played very well, and they showed passion in that game when Ronaldo scored those 2 goals. And I think that team right there, I think it's a winnable game, and I think it's good. But Scott McTominay and Matic in midfield, I just think it's not right. And I think you'll win this game. I think you've got so much squad on the bench. You've got Lingard to come on. You've got Marcus Rashford to come on if you're in trouble. And like you said, Burnley are not prime Barcelona. Burnley before, they've beaten you at Old Trafford before, and I think you'll win this game. I think you When's the last time you won a home game, or have you won quite recently at home? Was it that
Um,
game? Was it
the
that
last
Palace?
the
When?
last time we won a home game, yeah, it was Palace. That was against
You
Palace.
had
It
a
was against
game called
Palace.
off, didn't you, in between, and you've had a couple of games called off, and
Mm.
I think you will win this game. And I think if you win tonight, you go 6th. And how many points will you be behind us?
So I'll get the Premier League table up and just have a look, see. So yeah, if we win, so obviously United have 2 games in hand. Well, technically 3 games in hand over City and Chelsea, for example, but Arsenal 2. So we have 2 games in hand of Arsenal. So if we win this game, we'll go to 6th place, but we'll be level on points with West Brom with a game in hand.
West Ham. Really?
With West Ham, yes, because West Ham because United's goal difference is pretty bad. We've not scored a lot of goals.
How many points? How many points were you on? Is it 31? You'll go
on. Yeah, 31. So
31. You're catching up, man. You're 4 points. So that means if we lose to Man City and you beat Wolves, 1 point behind top 4.
I think that will still mean we have 2 games in hand over you guys, though, because when you play Man City, that'll be your 20th game, and then this is our 18th game. So we'll still have 2 more. We'll still have 2.
Who are those 2 games in hand?
So Brentford and what was the other one that was cancelled? It wasn't any of the top 6 teams.
Brighton.
Yeah, I think was it Brighton?
Brighton.
It might have been Brighton.
Brighton at Old Trafford.
Yeah. So those 2. So
games, saying that Brighton won't be easy because
exactly they took points off Chelsea and Liverpool, so it could go either way. And shout out to Chainsaws watching on Twitch. Thank you so much for your support. So also for those watching, head over to Chainsaws channel, give him a subscribe. He will post a lot of funny anime content on his show, so please head over and subscribe to him, man. Yeah, it's AFX says it was Brighton. Yeah, so Brighton, Brentford are not going to be easy games for this United team that like basically at times are full of bums. But I expect United to if United can't beat Burnley at home, then we've got no business talking about top 4 or anything for that matter. To be honest, these are the games that you need to win.
Man United hate playing against Burnley, especially Mark Goldbridge loves hating Burnley. So
it's I think just Burnley are just a frustrating team to play against. But
we've got them coming up next month apparently. So I didn't even know about that. So we've got a very tough schedule coming up. We've got Man City this weekend, and we've got Liverpool in the Cup on Thursday. Then we've got Nottingham Forest in the FA Cup. Then we've got Spurs and Burnley. We've got such a difficult run of games, and this is where I want to see Arsenal. See where this Arsenal really is on Saturday against Manchester City. Like, take all those games out of the equation, take the cups out of the equation, the Liverpool and Forest. The next 2 games are vital for Arsenal seeding if they're really that good for top 4. Manchester City and Spurs is the 2 games what I really want to see. I would take at least 4 points out of that game. Get a point against City and somehow beat Spurs away, because our record at Spurs is terrible. We haven't won there since 2013. So it's a vote. So
we will definitely see what happens at Arsenal. I think that's the key thing really, is that we're going into is that I think next month is going to be a very interesting one for a lot of teams. Chelsea and another team, for example, who will have to play against. I think their next 3 games are Liverpool, City, and then Spurs. And on the form that Chelsea are on, they could potentially lose all those games. You don't know. And then before you know it, Arsenal, Chelsea are not even in the top 4 anymore, because that's 9 points, and Arsenal are clear of Chelsea. So it's at the end of the day, like it's too early to talk about who's going to be in top. Well, aside from City, we know City have won the league and have got top 4. I think we can pretty much say that. And Liverpool,
do you think you will get top 4 this season?
Arsenal or United?
No, United.
To me, it depends on today. And I know that sounds bad, but like as I've said, and I said it in match reactions, we played Newcastle and Norwich, who were 90th and 20th in the league, and we struggled to beat Norwich and only won because of a penalty, and then we struggled to beat Newcastle. Now I'm glad Cavani starts because he's played. those are 19th and 20th respectively. So the level of opposition is only going to get more harder.
Yeah.
From then, you know, Burnley, ironically enough, are now 18th. So basically, in the last 3 games, we played 20th, 19th, and 18th. So we should be winning. It should be 9 points from, 9 points from 3 games. You know, so if we don't win this game, I don't see how this United team can comfortably beat Brentford or Brighton or Southampton or all these other teams, let alone a City, etc. You know, it's
I think
just
we'll get top 4, right? Like you've got players there. You've got Cristiano Ronaldo there. He wants Champions League football, and I know
he does.
And he's a winner, and he's won things. Yeah, he's won everything. But Ronaldo, he wants to be there, and you've got experience like Cavani. You've got Sancho. You've got players. You've got good players, man. And generally, I don't see that when I look at your squad. I feel like yes, you've got some dead wood in that team that really needs to go, right? But when I look at that squad, I feel like why is that team not challenging for the title? Like, I know you need a defensive midfielder. Like we linked with a number of names like Declan Rice, Tillemans, Wilfred Ndidi, Boubacar Kamara. These are top names, and Manchester United are the biggest English club in the world, and you should be attracting these sort of players. And
sorry, I'm just going. So super chat from Chainsaw. Thank you so much for super chat, Chainsaw. I really appreciate your ongoing support for the channel. Really, it means so much to me, and it motivates me to produce a lot more good quality content, expanding the team, etc. United have to win this to get top 4. I agree. That's why I said no. No excuses, must win, because ultimately, if we lose this game, we've basically taken 3 points from a possible 9 from the bottom 3 teams in the league, and I don't really understand how Manchester United can. I mean, it's possible, but I don't really understand how they can go about and beat the superior teams.
That's the same what I would say, and to be honest, the way
especially because a lot of the Arsenal's, the Chelseas, and so on, and Spurs, they're going into January with a lot in theory harder schedule, where they'll be taking points from each other than United, who are not going to face a top 6 team until I think end of February, March. So we have until end of February, March before we come across an Arsenal or Spurs or something like that again. So that's the thing. We need to win this game. We need to.
Yeah, I absolutely agree with you. And this is like you've got to win these sort of games to get into the top 4. And I say this with Arsenal, like this season compared to last season, yes, we have improved. Do I think we'll get Champions League football? No, I don't think we will, because the amount of games where everybody's got to catch up, the consistency we've got to be. And the positive I will say about it is that, yes, we've lost to big teams this season. We've lost every single big team like City, Liverpool, Chelsea, Man United, all that. Everton, Brentford was just freak results. But I don't think we'll get Champions League football, because it all depends what we do, depends what Stan Kroenke does, depends what the board do, Arteta do in the January transfer window. We need a midfielder. We're crying out for a striker as well. And Aubameyang's gone to the African Cup of Nations, what I've seen today. So he's
already
gone.
He's gone.
He's gone. It was on the One Football app. He's flown. He's not in the squad for Saturday. And I think Aubameyang will go at the end of the season. Like, I don't think he ain't going to walk away in January. So I think he's gone in the summer. And we need to start planning ahead and start moving on big things, because, like, we've been linked to Dominic Calvert-Lewin, Jonathan David. We've been linked with who's the striker's name? Andre Silva as well, Ivan Toney. We've been linked with all these names, and Vlahovic as well. Like, I don't know much about Vlahovic, but people saying he's a top player. But whether he will adapt in the Premier League, that's to remain to be seen. But I'd take someone like Calvert-Lewin. I think he's really good. Calvert-Lewin, physical in the air. And we need someone like that. It's going to cause defenders problems. And yes, he's had injury prones and all that stuff. And yes, he's scored 16 goals for a bang average Everton side. But I feel with the likes of Smith Rowe, Martinelli, all them lot, we need someone like a Calvert-Lewin. We need someone like a Lautaro Martinez. We need someone like that that's going to come in, or a Vlahovic. And midfield, we've been linked with Coutinho. I don't know what you think about that as well.
I mean, I guess it's strength for numbers at the end of the day. So, like, if you can get a decent loan move for him, and maybe not with an option to buy, but just get a loan move
Yeah,
there, see what he
100%.
does. Because I mean, at the end of the day, what I would say about Coutinho is that like just because a player does bad in one league doesn't mean that they say bad in another. It's just the nature of things, So some people come from German Bundesliga and flop in the Premier League,
Yeah,
and then go like you look at like what's his name, Haller from he went to West Ham, didn't really break
yeah,
through. Now he's gone to Ajax, and the guy's balling, So when they're doing one in the CL, so I never judge. If someone's moving to a different league, like it's like things can always be different. They could still flop, but we just don't know. But I think in the case of Arsenal, we just take it like right. We don't have the option. It's a loan. We need to improve our squad anyway. Because at the end of the day, it's not necessarily about signing. No one can sign high quality players in January. That's not really what the January transfer window is for. Very rarely can you sign really high quality players in January or force a move. January transfer window is for arranging pre-contract arrangements for top quality players in the summer, and then getting some players who often maybe want some more game time or improving squad depth, or in the case of this January, players are probably wanting to be in the position to be selected for their countries for the World Cup at the end of the year. So you want to go to a team that's going to get you some good game time. So we should be shopping around, looking at potential, options of players that are maybe not world class, but can probably do a good enough job in the squad and will be sufficient.
yeah. I
So
agree, man. I
so
absolutely
so
agree, man.
Coutinho might be that type of
I just feel Coutinho, like a lot of people have said no and all that stuff, and
a lot of your fans said no to Ramsdale, and look what happened.
yeah, but Coutinho, it's his wages which is a bit of a problem, and I think Coutinho will be better as a loan. Will be better as a loan deal. I just hope knowing Arsenal will end up flipping buying someone like
Well,
that.
do it like what you did with Odegaard. It was literally a loan deal. So then you obviously signed him. So that for me the same thing. Loan for 6 months. So don't have an option to buy clause in there. And then of course,
Yeah,
if it works out, then obviously you can buy him because Barca will obviously want to upload him. You know, um,
yeah.
Barca.
I absolutely agree with you, and I just feel like when we signed Odegaard on the permanent deal, I wasn't his biggest fan. And I'm still kind of not his biggest fan, but he's proven me wrong so far, and he's playing really, really well. And like, there was a game a couple of weeks ago. He scored three games in a row, and he got a couple of assists recently. He got one against Leeds. He got one against Norwich as well. And the thing is, he's playing well at the moment. But for now, personally, I wanted someone like James Maddison. And Maddison went on a bit of bad form. Everybody thought Odegaard's, and now Maddison's starting to hit form.
Miles says, Luca, you still against signing Gini Wijnaldum?
I am as well. I don't know what you think about that.
I mean, I have no business to say because he's still better than our current midfield. So what can I maybe we've got Fred McTominay and a paralytic in Matic as our midfield. So at this point, I'm a sort of a beggars can't be choosers type of situation. Get anyone in who can basically is somewhat talented and can progress the ball forward, and I'm fine. Maybe at Arsenal, it's obviously different because you've got some competent midfielders, but we just don't. So I'm not. That's what I'm saying. I'm not the best person to ask.
We were doing Wijnaldum. I said this on Rich's channel, and a lot of people gave me stick on this. And I remember Reese was saying as well, "Why would you not take Jimmy Wijnaldum?" And Reese, I hope you're watching this or not, if whether you are or not. But I just feel it's his age and all that stuff. I just feel we cannot be going for players like that sort of caliber age. Maybe a loan deal isn't a bad thing for until the end of the season. But Wijnaldum is probably the best what we've got out of all our midfield. compared to the others. And he's Champions League experience. We need players that we need. Like, the thing with Arsenal, what really frustrates me about this club is that, yes, we've got Smith Rowe, we've got Martinelli and all these Sackers and all them. Like, we're building Tierney's, Tommy Aston, we're building for the future. Then you do need that kind of experience, right, on a 6-month loan deal until the end of the season. But however, I'm not Jimmy Wijnaldum's biggest fan, but if it's a loan deal, maybe I would consider. But I'm not his biggest fan. I feel there's better players out there than Jimmy Wijnaldum. Like there's talks today, we're looking at a Leon midfield with a Bruno Guimaraes as well. He's meant to be really good. So apparently we've got a £38 million bid for him, which is a bit of a bargain. So there's talks going that we're really looking into him. So
shout out to Rich Sports. Remember, guys, if you're watching,
if you need me tonight for the call-in, man, or live stream, just DM me on Twitter, man, and you're more than welcome to come on the channel. Anyone's more than welcome to come on, man. Big up, Rich.
Agrees Chainsaw. Oh, Chainsaw says Genie walks into Arsenal. That's what Chainsaw's saying. He
might, but.
And now, big up, Rich. See you on the stream tonight, man. Yeah, man. Make sure you go and check out Rich's stream. I'll be doing a live post-match reaction on this channel as well. So, but like, I don't tend to go on too long. Like, to be honest, it depends on what happens. If United win, it's not going to be a long post-match. If United lose, there's going to be some rants coming, like the last one. And thanks so much for those who tuned into that rant. It was actually quite therapeutic that last time, and probably the most watched. I don't know what it is. YouTube seem to not be recommending my videos as much as I would like, and I don't know why. I thank you so many
as well. So
I don't know what they do. So it just seems to be very sporadic. So, but I appreciate those who were involved. It was a great stream, and so if United do win, I'll still go live. But if United lose, maybe that's actually why. when your team loses, it's interesting how many people from rival fans tend to pop up and pop the numbers up. When your team wins, no one's interested. So that's an interesting phenomenon there. So I see that. We're gonna basically just round things up very soon. So Luca, what do you think? Just going back to obviously this game, and for those who are watching, whether that's on Facebook or on YouTube, please let me know what your score predictions are. Get involved. Let me know what your score predictions are. Personally, for me, I think the United will win this game, and I'm going for it's going to be scruffy, but with Bailly in that defense with Maguire. I'm going to go for 2-1 because I still think we'll concede, but I just think that we have enough, especially if Cavani and Ronaldo are up front, to win this game. So I think 2-1 to Manchester United.
For me, I'm going to go for a 3-0 Manchester United. I think United will win this very comfortable. I think it's going to be an affair for Burnley. United really need to be on the gear and be up for it. So I'm going to go for United to win 3-0. I'm going to go for Ronaldo to score tonight. So I think he's going to get a couple tonight, and I'm going to go for Harry Maguire to score tonight. So I'm going to go for 3-0 United.
Cool. Chainsaw says 4-0 Manchester United, and Niall says 2-0 Manchester United. Okay, fair. Well, guys, hope you enjoyed that pre-match. Like I said, we'll be trying to mix and match it up. Certainly from next year, we'll be having regular shows and various different things. I'll be live again after the game at about probably about 10:30, where we'll hopefully United will have won, or I'll be ranting. Either or, stay tuned. Remember to like, share, and subscribe to Red Devil Studio. Follow us on Twitter at WeUnitedX. Smash notifications to know when we're live. Guys, have a nice day. It's been sweet. Come on, Manchester United, and thanks for coming on, Luca. Take care, everyone, and cheers. Ooh.